Question 18. A rectangular plot measures 50 meters by 24 meters. A lawn rectangular in shape is situated inside the plot with a path surrounding it as shown in the figure below. The width of the path in x meters between the length of the lawn and those of the plot, and 2x meters between the width of the lawn and those of the plot. A. Form and simplify an expression in x for the area of the lawn. So let us start with A part 1. So look at the diagram. You're given the rectangular plot measuring 50 by 24, you can see it. Then the lawn is inside there. So we're supposed to form and simplify an expression in x for the area of the lawn. Now look at these distance here. You can see 2x meters. You have 2x meters the other side. So we're going to begin by getting the length of the lawn. The length of the lawn. To get the length of the lawn, we shall take the length of the rectangle, which is 50 meters. Then we subtract 2x to the left and 2x to the right. So the length of the lawn therefore will be given by, so let me begin by getting that. So length of the lawn will be given by 50 subtract. Now we have 2x to look at these. You have 2x to the left and 2x to the right. So to get the length of this lawn, we're going to take 50 subtract 2x plus 2x. So this will be 2x plus 2x, and this one will give 50 minus 4x. So that is the length of the lawn. Now what about the width of the lawn? To get the width of the lawn, we're going to the width of the lawn. This one, let me indicate, this one is the lawn. That is the lawn. So look at the width. The width of the rectangle is 24 meters. Then there's this path. The length of this path to the top is x, then to the bottom is x. So we shall obtain that one by taking 24, then subtract x plus x, and this one will give 24 subtract 2x. 2x because we are adding x to the top and then x that is below. So now we have the length of the lawn, which is 50 subtract 4x, the width of the lawn, which is 24 subtract 2x. So to get the area, remember this one is rectangular in shape. So if it is rectangular in shape, so to get the area is just given by length times width. And this one we shall just take the length, which is 50 subtract 4x, then we multiply by the width, which is 24 subtract 2x. So to work out these, just need to expand. We take 50 multiply by this bracket here, which is 24 subtract 2x, then we take negative 4x, then we multiply with 24 subtract 2x. This is expansion. So 50 multiplied by 24, 50 multiplied by 24, you get 1200. Then 50 multiplied by 2x, you get 100x. Then negative 4x multiplied by 24, you get negative 96x. Then negative 4x multiplied by negative 2, you get positive 8x squared. So let us collect the like terms and give the expression now. So this one will give 1200 subtract negative 100x subtract 96x, you get negative 196x, then plus this one is 8x squared. So this one is a simplified expression for the area of the lawn. Let's proceed to the second part of the question. The path. We're supposed to form and simplify an expression in x for the area of the path. Now look at the path. The path is the one that is between the bigger rectangle which measures 50 and 24 and the lawn. So how do we get the area of the path? To get the area of the path, we simply need to take the area of the bigger rectangle, then we subtract the area of the lawn. To get the area of the path, we just need to get the area of the bigger rectangle which measures 50 by 24, then we subtract the area of the lawn. And since we have obtained the area of the lawn, now this one will be easier. So the area of the path obtained by the area of the rectangle subtract the area of the lawn. As simple as that. So the area of the rectangle is 50 multiplied by 24. Then the area of the lawn is what we've just obtained here. This is a simple expression in the simplest form. This is 1200 subtract 196x plus 8x squared. So this is what you need to work out. So 50 multiplied by 24, and this one you get 1200. Then you subtract, this is 1200 negative, and this negative will give a positive 196 when you open the bracket. This negative will affect the signs that are here, so also this one will be affected, negative, this one will be negative 8x squared. So working out this, you notice 1200 subtract 1200 will be 0, so you remain with 196x subtract 8x squared. So this is the expression for the area of the path. Now let's proceed to the other part of the question. The other part of the question is let me get these, try to zoom these on. So this is how the question reads. So the area of the path is 1.5 times the area of the lawn. Part 1. Form an equation in x and hence solve for x. The area of the path is 1.5 times the area of the lawn. Form an equation in x and hence solve for x. Now since we have the area of the path, just need to express that. The area of the path, we've got it. The area of the path is here, 196x subtract 8x squared. So 196 subtract this one is 196x subtract 8x squared. Now this one is 1.5 times the area of the lawn. 1.5 is the same as 3/2. The area of the lawn, we have obtained this one, so we can go to the previous part of the question. You'll see it here. It is, just look at it. It is here. The area of the lawn is here. This is 1200 subtract 196x plus 8x squared. So we just need to replace that. So this one is simple as this. So 3/2, the area of the lawn is 1200 subtract 196. We have obtained this plus 8x squared. So that is how we're supposed to write that equation. The area of the lawn of the path, which is given by 196x subtract 8x squared, is equals to 1.5 times the area of the lawn. 1.5 is the same as 3/2. Now simplify these, get 196x subtract 8x squared is equals to, multiply everything in this bracket by 3/2. 3/2 multiplied by 1200, you get 1800. 3/2 multiplied by 196, use a calculator to do this, you get negative 294. Then 3/2 multiplied by 8x, this will give plus 12x squared. So that is what you get. We require more space here. So after doing that, you can collect the like terms together, and then you simplify these. So I'm going to begin by collecting these like terms together. That is, I can take everything to the right hand side. So 1800 subtract 294x. I'm taking everything on the left hand side to the right hand side. This one is plus 12x squared. That is the right hand side. So when I take everything from the left hand side to the right hand side, this is what I get: negative 196x plus 8x squared. This one will give 0. As simple as that. Now after doing that, we can simplify this one further. So when you simplify this equation further, this is what you're going to end up with. You'll end up with 20x squared, working out. Then we have negative 294x subtract 196 is going to give negative 490x. Then we have 1800 plus 1800. This one is equals to 0. You can divide everything by 10. If you divide everything by 10 in this equation to simplify this, you get 2x squared 49x plus 180 is equals to 0. So when you simplify this by dividing everything by 20 all through all the terms, this is what you get. Now this is the quadratic equation that you obtain. Now you have to solve for x. Now to solve for x, you can use any suitable method. Let me go directly to the quadratic formula, where I'm going to use the value of a will be 2, b will be negative 49, and c will be 180. So using the quadratic formula, I just write it here. X is equals to negative b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac, then divided by 2a. So this is the quadratic formula. So substitute where a is 2, b is negative 49, c is 180. So substitute everything there. So when I substitute, this is what I'll get. So x is equals to negative b, give 49 plus or minus, then I have to go this way a little bit. So b squared is negative 49 squared minus 4 multiplied by a is 2, and then c is 180. Everything divided by 2a, 2 times 2. So working out these, you get 49 plus or minus. Simplify these, 49 squared, you get 2401. Then 4 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 180, this will give 1440. Everything divided by 4. So 49 plus or minus. When you subtract these, 2401 subtract 1440, you get 961. You get 961 divided by 4. So these will give 49 plus or minus the square root of 961 is that 1 divided by 4. So therefore the first value of x will be given by 49 plus 31 divided by 4, and this will give 80 divided by 4. So the first value of x is 20. The second value of x would be 49 subtract 31 divided by 4, and this one will give around this will be 49 subtract, give 4.5. So these are the two values of x. So x is equals to 20 and x is equals to 4.5. So that is how you solve that, by simply forming the equation and solving the quadratic equation using the quadratic formula. So that is how you're supposed to do the second part of the question. Now the last part of the question is determine the perimeter of the loan. Now what we've just obtained is the value of x, which will be very important in giving us the perimeter of the loan. Now when you go to the other part, let me go to the previous part of the question. We had already obtained the expression for the length of the loan. Remember the length of the loan. The length of the loan was 50 subtract 4x. The width of the loan was 24 subtract 2x. So to get the perimeter now will not be a big issue. Having the values of x, we got the value of x. Let me go to these. So the length of the loan was 50 subtract 4x. Then the width of the loan was 24. Let me just confirm. It was 24 subtract 2x. And then we have the values of x. We've got the value of x. The first one is 20 and the second one is 4.5. Now between these, we're supposed to be very careful to know the one that you're going to apply here. And looking at it, if I use for instance x is equals to 20, the length would be 50 subtract 4 multiplied by 20, and you notice that this one will give 50 subtract 80, and this will give negative 30. So for that reason, you're going to ignore that. You're going to ignore 20, since 20 is going to give us a negative measurement of what which will not be applicable in this question. So we don't have a negative measurement. So for that reason, you're going to ignore this one, x is equals to 20, and you're going to use x is equals to 4.5. Let's use x is equals to 4.5. So this will be 50 multiplied by 4 times 4.5. So here the length will be, when we use x is 4.5, we work out this in a calculator, get this one will be 32. What about the width? The width will be 24 subtract 2 times 4.5. 24 subtract 2 times 4.5, you get this one will be 15. Now you notice that this one will give us the right measurement. You can see this one is not negative measurement, like in the case where we use x is equals to 20. So we have these two. So for that reason, we are going to consider this one, x is equals to 4.5. Now we have the length and the width of the loan. Perimeter is given by the perimeter of the rectangle is 2 into brackets length plus width. So this will be given by 2. Length is 32 plus width, which is 15. Working out these, this will be 47 multiplied by 2, which will be 94. meters. So that is how you're supposed to solve that question.